things up because they've got a lot more Muslims in Russia than they have here.
Well, yeah, in Serbia, you know.
I don't know about Serbia. Serbia's not Russian. It's not Muslim.
What do you think the whole fight was? You had the Muslims against the Christians.
Is that Serbia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sarajevo.
Sarajevo is not Serbia, is it? It's two different things.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Serbia is where they send all those guys who, when you're bad, you send them up there and you freeze your...
No, that's Siberia.
Oh, you're right.
Siberia.
Okay, I'm getting them all mixed up. Siberia, Serbia, I don't know anymore.
They all begin with S.
Yeah, anyway, and they're all cold.
Siberia is where you have all the gulags.
Siberia is a place you don't want to be, especially in the winter.
Not year round, no.
Yeah.
Although, with global warming, you could never tell.
Yeah, that's right. It may become the next Miami Beach.
The next Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaii. Yeah, exactly. Anyway.
Come on, folks. You can tell that the rebellious Rev and I
are struggling.
Well, no, we're getting jocular, and we're getting to be a little ridiculous, and that means that we need your support.
That means we're struggling.
So far, Elise is the only one who had the guts, to call up, even though she's not feeling 100%. Okay.
She just said she's feeling fine. Take her for a word.
Well, she just sounds very tired.
She does. You do sound. All kidding aside, you do sound a little tired today.
Keep in mind, I'm still not used to the fact that I have to get up early in the morning and take her to school. And plus the fact she hasn't had many days of school, so my body's not really used to it yet. I mean, what does she have? A total of 6 days of school, I think, so far? She's had more days off than she had days in.
Well, I'll tell you, Lisa, just wait for those February mornings when the wind chill is 10 degrees and you're walking those 3, 4, or 5 blocks to the school. Okay?
Oh, no.
That's when you drive those 5, 6 blocks.
That's when you drive and you kick her out of the car and say, have a nice day, see you later.
That's it.
But then you lose your great parking spot.
I have a driveway.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I didn't know. I thought you were in an apartment.
And first of all, I do. I have a driveway, but since I got the new car, I don't really park in the driveway because it's hard to back out. If I back out into the street, I'm afraid that I'm going to get hit.
So do what I do. I back into the driveway.
Nah. When it's winter, like when I know that it's going to snow, or if it starts snowing, then I pull the car into the driveway. That way, it's one less thing to worry about to dig out. But I usually can get a spot in front. Everybody parks in front of their house anyway. No one parks in front of anyone else's house. So everybody on my block, we all know whose car is who, and if they have more than one car, you know that one person will park in front of their house, or if you know they're going to have company, if you want to be nice, you park in your driveway and you let their company park in your spot in front of the house.
Right.
So, it's a pretty good neighborhood, a pretty good block that I live on when it comes to things like that.
Yeah. Now, where I used to live. What? Oh.
It's up to you.
Okay. I want to ask you something else. We discussed the Pope.
We discussed Boehner.
Yeah,
and there really was nothing else as far as news, because everybody was anticipating the Pope's visit.
Well, 717 people died in Saudi Arabia.
They did.
During the Hajj, there was a mass stampede.
Right. I do remember reading that now.
Think about it, 717 people. And I mean, I don't understand how how much of a mass stampede can you have of people that many people die? Hard to believe.
Well,
And then-
it was hard to believe when over 3,000 people perished on 9/11.
I was just about to say the same thing.
You know,
Yeah, I know, but that was a bomb. This is just people walking over each other.
Wait a minute, didn't something like that happen not too long ago, maybe a few years back? Wasn't there some kind of stampede somewhere in another country, and a
Well,
lot
forget
of
about-
people
forget about it. There was
Well, this
a very famous after-hours club in Manhattan. Okay, that catered to the Latino crowd, and what they did was they chained the doors closed, and people not only died from smoke inhalation, but when they fell on the floor, they were trampled on.
yeah.
Okay,
yeah, but there was something else. There was something else too. Besides, I know that one that you're talking about, but I thought that there was something else somewhere else where there was like a mass of people died during some kind of. I don't think it was a riot or anything, but some kind of stampede or something. I don't remember.
I know, but this just 717 is the biggest stampede that I know of people just killing each other. All trying.
well,
to,
I don't know, Elisa, but have you ever seen Felix and I at a buffet luncheon? It's like, get out of the way, folks. You know,
We'll cause our own stampede.
that's right.
But you
No,
have,
I haven't been that lucky yet. I've
I'm
only
trying to
seen
get you to
guys
laugh,
at a
Elisa.
sit-down
Come on.
buffet.
I'm trying to get you to laugh.
uh,
I'm laughing. It kind of hurt. I actually, want to know the truth, I did something today that
you should have
I'm
done.
gonna have to tell the doctor, but I figured, what the hell, I needed to get behind something. I had to do something in Samantha's room, and I had to move her dresser. So
Oh,
being the person that I am, thinking, okay, well, it's 6 months today, I'm okay, I've been okay for the past couple of months, let's move this piece of furniture. Well, I moved the furniture. I didn't take the drawers out. I kept everything in this dresser, and it's a big dresser. It's like a triple dresser. And when I moved it, I felt like I ripped something, like one of my incisions. Now,
Oh.
keep in mind, it's been 6 months. So thinking that I'm all clear, and the doctors told me, you've healed nicely, you're fine. I'm thinking, all right, I'm He-Man. I can lift and pull this dresser. No,
Well, I hope you're not going to
I
wait.
do this, but I hurt myself.
I hope you're not going to wait till your next appointment. I hope you're going to call him up and let him know. He may want to see you.
No, I'm going to call him on Monday and let him know.
yeah. You got to be careful. You got to take care of yourself.
I know. It's just I needed to get. I knew something was back there, and let's face it, I don't have anybody here to do it, and I'm the type of person that I like to do things on my own. I'm a very independent person when it comes like that. So I didn't really think that the dresser was going to be that heavy. I mean, I knew it was going to be heavy, but I didn't think it was going to be that heavy. And I figured if I opened the top drawer and stuck my hand inside and gripped the top, that I'd have weight enough to just, pull the dresser towards me so I can get behind it.
And I assume you have rugs in you have rugs in that room, right?
Yeah, there's rugs in that room.
It makes it twice as hard.
I guess you don't remember The Honeymooners, do you? The show The Honeymooners?
Which episode?
The one when Ralph was trying to move something, his dresser, and Norton came in and said, "Wait, Ralph, you're doing it all wrong." And he took the drawers out, but he put them on top of the dresser, which meant obviously he's carrying the same amount of weight. And Ralph said, "Oh, this is so much easier now."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, and oh, by the way, as you probably know, my daughter, I have another grandson.
I know. Congratulations. I congratulated you last week. I texted
No,
you.
no,
You
no, I know.
didn't say thank you.
I just want to give you an update. The mother and son are doing great. My wife, all she wants to do is go see him. And we're planning on trying to get my wife home latest by November 1st.
Oh, nice.
She hasn't been home since, I guess, March or April. Long time.
Oh.
4 months, I think, right?
April was
That's almost 6 months.
a long
I
time.
was gonna say that's 6 months because I'm home. I came home in April from the hospital.
It'll be 6 months in October, yeah. She hasn't been home, and we're working on it. She's going to need some help when she gets home, but at least she'll be home. Because it's a real strain, her being out of the house. It's a strain on her, it's a strain on me. It'll maybe normalize our lives a little more. And
Now you're fully moved into the new place?
I moved into the new apartment. Yes, not so now we're in a one-bedroom apartment, which I really don't really feel the difference except for I'm missing one bathroom, but when I'm by myself, makes no difference. I only need one. Once she comes, then I'll stop missing the extra bathroom and stuff. But right now, it's fine. I just need to stay home a little bit and finish unpacking. And every moment I have these days, all I do is just go visit my wife or go to work. It's a rough schedule, but we'll get over it. We always do. And there was something else I wanted to talk about. The news, Boehner, Trump. Anything about
You
Trump
and I
lately?
have something in common.
What's that?
We share a birthday.
Oh, yeah?
He said it today in his speech. He said that I think one of the questions, I don't know if it was before questioning, that he said when he said that he was that he's leaving in October. He said that I don't know how it came up, but he said my birthday, and he said November 17th, and I was like, oh. You and I share a birthday. How nice.
See that? And I'm right in front of you, November 13th.
I know. I know.
Yeah, I know you know. I don't remember things.
Mark's birthday's before us. Mark's birthday's in, 2 weeks?
Just about, yeah.
Less than that.
The 7th.
We're all,
Yes, ma'am.
You're an October baby and we're November babies, huh?
That's right. And my baby's a December baby.
All right. And so are my two kids.
One of their birthdays.
December 9th and 29th.
Did you say December 9th?
Yeah,
That's Samantha's birthday.
that's Matthew's birthday.
Huh.
There's a lot of birthdays. I know people. There are 365 days, but they always say if you ask a class how many people with their birthday days, a lot of times you'll find two people the same birthday. Did you ever do that?
No, but as I said once
I'm
before.
going to tell you a funny story. The night that I met Scott, we were he couldn't believe how old I was. When I met him, I was 33, and he was 30, I think. I think he was just turning 31, or maybe he just turned 31. I can't even remember. Anyway, he wouldn't believe how old I was. I said, here, I'll take out my license. I said, there's one thing I don't lie about, and that's my age. I'll never lie about my age. Well, now I do. I tell people I'm 29. But I told him, I said, I will never lie about my age. I said, because it's one thing you just can't lie about. So I said, here, I'll prove it to you. So I took out my driver's license, and I showed it to him. And he's looking. And he